Hello, welcome to Just Prime. As part of this video, we are going to understand a new concept called string constant pool and non-constant pool. So this is one of the very important concept in strings or as well as in Java, how we are going to manipulate the heap memory, what the object we are creating, and how the objects will take the memory where they are fit into exactly inside the heap. Okay, so before going to the actual topic, so as per the previous video, we have already discussed about the strings and how we are going to create the objects. Like we have seen the two approaches, one is by using the new keyword and another one is we can assign directly the string literal to the string variable. So these are the two ways we have already seen in the past videos, and also we have seen about the JVM architecture and inside the especially about the heap, so where the objects will be stored. So these are the two concepts we are going to use it, like how we are going to create the objects and the heap part of the JVM architecture. So in case if you have not visited my videos, I will recommend you to visit the videos again first and then you can come back to this one so that it will make more sense. So as part of this video, to understand this concept more in detail, so we are going to use an examples and then we will understand the how the objects will be stored inside the heap and where they will be stored and how the memory will be reused it. So these are the three concepts we are trying to use understand. So without wasting time, let me jump into a simple Java program with the help of Eclipse. Yeah. So this is the Eclipse. I have already configured Java everything, so it should work. So let me remove this one and let me create a new class called string constant pool demo. So this is the simple class name I have given, and I'm going to select the this checkbox which is public static void main, so which will generate the default main method inside this class so that I no need to write anything back. So finish it, that's it, simple. So so basically it's a simple Java class, nothing big, and there is no much business logic here, that's all. So I generated default generated comment. So this is a simple class, we are going to use it. So like I said previously, we have learned two ways to create an object. One is like directly assigning the string literal to the string variable. So this is one of the way to create an object, right? And another one we have already understand, string s2 equal to new keyword. So here what I trying, basically I'm trying to use new keyword and I used to create an object. So these are the two ways we can able to create an object. And another thing where what we have understand already as per the previous videos, so these objects will be stored inside the heap, correct? So these are the two things we have already understand it, but now what we are going to understand additionally, so let me take painting. So inside the JVM, so if you think this is a JVM, so this is the heap. So this is the heap and this is the JVM. So this heap is split into two parts. One is constant pool and another one is non-constant pool. So the entire heap memory is split into two parts, and this will be used to store these objects. So example here. So if you see here where string s1 equal to on one. So basically this is a literals constant. So this will be stored into the constant pool s1. Okay, and whereas s2 we are using here new keyword, so this will be stored into the non-constant pool. So but both are fit into the heap memory only. So this is one of the major difference between these objects creation and their memory allocation usage. But when you come back to the when you create more literal the same keyword or more objects with a new keyword with the same literal, what will happen? Does this memory will be reused or it will try to recreate an object? So that we are going to understand with the help of some more examples. Write, let me create some more examples. String s1 equal to new string. So let me give the variable name as 1. So this is one of the simple variable I created as 1, and I assigned the object value as a 1. It's a string literal. So this is one of the way to create an object, right? So if you think about again object a creation is done, and now how the memory will be allocated and how many objects will be created. This is the very important point we need to understand as part of this concept. So if we see here, we need to see two object creation in this particular line. So the one is literal creation, right? So this is string literal. So this one will take one object creation inside the constant pool. Also, I am using the new keyword. So again, it will take or it will create another object. So totally two objects will be created. One is in constant pool and another one is non-constant pool. So this will be created in constant pool and this will be created into non-constant pool. So this is one of the simple example. So let me create another variable. This is the rename to s2 and the content I am going to change slightly different one too. So this is also a simple way to create an object with the new keyword. So let me come back here again. How many objects it will create? So one is for string literal. This is a new literal and it's not present into the heap memory. So it will create one object and come back to the new keyword. So again it will recreate another object into the non-constant pool. So totally two objects it will be created. And let me recreate another object s3. So this is very important, just to keep an eye on this. So here what I want to do, I want to create same literal which is already present into the heap memory. If you see here, right, so this one is the literal is already present, right? So in this case what will happen, it won't create any literal again into the constant pool. So there will be no object for literal, right? So what it will do, it will try to point to the same literal which is already present. So here we are trying to save the memory, but whereas a new keyword we are using it, so it will try to create another new object into the non-constant pool. So one, so totally it will create only one object. So this is very very important, we need to understand it. So the memory allocation. Okay, so now let me create another object by using another approach called directly assigning the string literal. Yes, so this is another way to create an object, and let me give this variable name as 4. So here basically here we are not using any new keyword, so it won't create any object into the non-constant pool, but here we have only constant or literal, so it will create only one object which is in constant pool, so only one object. So this is very simple and straightforward. So here is no keyword, no new keyword, so it won't create any object into the non-constant pool, and we have only one object will be created, that too it will be in constant pool like I said. So it will create here s4, but we will see all the objects memory allocation at the end. Now let me recreate another object called s5. So let me give this string literal content as one of the existing one. So this is a very important point, we have to understand it. So here I created a object called s5 by assigning the string literal 1. So what will happen here? So the 1 is already present as part of the s1 statement. So we have one object, it's in string constant pool with content 1. So it won't create any object again, it will try to point to the same object which is already present. So object count is 0 in this case. Now let me create another object as 6. So as 6 also I'm trying to give same value as 1. So how many objects it will create? So again same concept we can apply here. As part of the S5 one I created, and as part of the S6 also I created one. So this literal also will be created into the constant pool, but it won't recreate. Again we have already present one as part of the S1 statement. So S6 also will point to the same literal which is already present into the heap. So here basically we are trying to reuse the memory. So this is the one of the major difference between new keyword and directly assigning. So let me summarize it. So whenever we are using new keyword, it will try to create a minimum one object, minimum one to two. Whereas in case of directly assigning string literal, so it might create one or none. None case, it will try to use existing objects. So this is the basic difference between the objects creation and their memory allocation. So this is very important. Why? Because when you're trying to working on a new project or any Java related project, so it's very crucial or it's very important to understand how the memory is going to use when the application is running. So if you're trying to recreate more new objects, every object it is trying to take its own memory location. So then at one point of time, so you will end up with out of memory. So then your application will crash. So to avoid that kind of scenarios, try to use string constant pool, and so that it will won't create a new object for every object creation. It will try to reuse it if the literal is already present. So this is one of the major difference between these two ways of creation objects and their memory allocation. So now let me show you the final one, how the objects are created into the constant and non-constant pool. So this is very important thing, we need to understand it. See here. So here you can see here the same objects we can present in the PPT 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 4, whatever the naming conversion I use same is there, and content also same. So the first one we will see string s1 equal to new string and 1. So here it will first time this line is executed, so we can see two objects y. One is new keyword, so we can see in non-constant pool, and literal is there. So for literal, so one more object will be created into the string constant pool. So basically here one, so first time when this line executed, so the one don't have any reference. So that time ideally garbage collector will remove this constant pool object, but it will make a reference JVM so that this object will be survived into the string constant pool. Now come back to the second line when executed. So again here is a new keyword, so s2 will be created object in non-constant pool, whereas 2 is a literal, and again it will recreate an object into the constant pool, and this is a new literal and it's not present into the heap. So 2 will be created and it will be pointed by JVM. Otherwise, if there is no reference, garbage collector will be removed just to survive this object. So JVM will be pointed to this object. That's what I just mentioned here, dotted line. And third object when it's recreated S3. So here is also new keyword is there. So objects will be created in non-constant pool, and one is already present. So it won't recreate again. So here overall we can see only one object into the string non-constant pool. So for one it won't create a new object, so it's already present as part of the S1. So it will try to point to the same content. Okay. Now S4 is a very straightforward one. 4 is not there in the heap, so it will create its own object into the string constant pool, because here no keyword, no new keyword. So only one object will be created, so that is in constant pool, and S1 will refer that one only. Simple and straightforward. So now come back to the S5. So for S5 we have only one is there and one is already present as part of the previous statements S1. So one will be created only in string constant pool, but there will be no dedicated object. So whatever is there already, so it will try to use it s5. So there is no object, so object count is 0, and s6 finally the last one. So 1 is already present in the string constant pool, and it won't create any new object, so count is 0, and s6 will be pointing to the same existing one. So here overall, if you see here, s5 and s6 will trying to use same object. So here we are trying to see memory object usage. So we are saving the memory, but still content is available for usage. So this is the major difference between constant pool and non-constant pool objects creation and their storage. If we use new keyword, definitely one object will be created, minimum one or more than one, two. If you use directly assigning the literals, so there will be objects is one or none. So none case, if it is already present, it won't recreate any object. If it is not there, it will recreate an object into the string constant pool. But like I said, string constant pool, non-constant pool, both are part of heap. So the heap will be present into the as part of JVM architecture, what we discussed it previously. So this is a very important concept we have to understand when we are creating or working in a project, and how the memory will be usaged while application is running, so that we can avoid out of memory conditions. So we can take care of our application. Yeah, I think that's all about this project. And in case if you like it, you can subscribe for the channel for more subsequent updates. And thank you so much. Thanks for your time.